and we got the green box. You know what that means, full-time family? That means it's St. Patrick's Day. No, what that means is we're about to talk some MMA. We just had UFC London today. It's March 17th. Fabricio Werdum fought Alexander Volkov in the main event of UFC London. So what we're about to do is continue to get fucked up and talk some MMA. So what's up, full-time family? I'm about to take a sip. We're going to play the intro, play a quick song, and we're going to get into the motherfucking UFC and chill. What the fuck you talking about? But first, I don't even know if we fixed the intro yet. We might just get straight into a song, low-key. Let's check it out. Did this work? Nope, didn't work. So what we're about to do is get straight into...
That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal.
Yeah, gang, gang. MMA gang. MMA gang. Let's go. They say, Cub Swanson, who you fighting? And I tell him T-City. And yeah, I know he's undefeated, but he ain't fucking with me. Ayo, T-City, won't you tell him about the time that you pop? Cause since you saw us been around, I'm the one that's on top. And yeah, you know they call me Killer Cub. Get it out the mud. I'm fighting in the main event, and I'ma get that fucking dub. Then what's next? I want the best. Tell Bless to protect his neck. I'm coming up for the champ. UFC, cut the check. Hey, gang, gang. Hey, gang, gang. MMA. And yeah, I know he's undefeated, but he ain't fucking. I probably could extend him. I probably could do the other side. Yeah. You know you fucked up, right? Full time in the house. Let's get it. With so much drama in this day and age, it's kinda hard being full-time MMA, but I somehow, some way, keep coming up with content for my hitters like every single day. Now let's get to this nigga Snoop. Disrespecting McGregor, thinking that shit was cute. Calling Conor a bitch, well what the fuck does that make you? You ain't no big dog, old nigga, you a pooch. And keep it real, Conor didn't even fucking lose. Fuck the Mayweathers, made $1 million off them dudes. And that's in a pillow fight, boxing ain't no real fight. Yo, 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 you can't hear anything? No sound, no sound, no sound, no sound. I'm about to fix that joint. Hold up. Boom. Un momento, por favor. What? It's working now. Nigga, where was it working? Nigga. Alright, was it not working on the big screen? Was it working on the... Alright, Clayton Funky, nigga, I was vibing, we was rocking, and now y'all got me telling me it's working. Alright, so, with that being said, what up, MMA Vlogger Real Talk Forum? What up, Kim Jong Uzi? What up, New York Bluff? What up, motherfucking Clayton Funky? Don't have Fight Pass, but I see Werdum was upset by KO, yes sir, in the 5th round. Can y'all hear me on this screen, or could y'all not hear me on the full screen? Because for some reason y'all couldn't hear me. That ain't cool. But either way, we gotta get that fixed. Alright, so the sound, was it good whenever I was playing the music though, on the full screen? Also, okay, so we had that going. What else we gotta make sure? Oh, yeah. We gotta make sure this title is right, bro. Hold on, we gotta make sure the title is right. Because this shit says UFC 223 preview. I gotta fix that joint. That's not what this is. This is a UFC London. No. You know what I'm saying? UFC London. And this is a UFC. This is a UFC London recap. Werdum versus Volkov. Alright, that's all I'm gonna put for right now. We'll just save it there. Yeah, I gotta fucking put the tags in real quick. My bad, amigos. I didn't have this shit set up. I'm a little fucking fucked up if you can't tell. My bad, amigos. We're gonna rock out in a second. We're gonna be here for a while, so just chill with your boy for a quick second while I get these tags right. You know what I'm saying? This is looking like a UFC 223 preview, like I'm gonna reject this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit right. We gotta put Werdum versus Volkov. Werdum. And I type quick too. Don't get me fucked up. Werdum versus Volkov. There you go. Werdum versus Volkov recap. UFC London recap. Alright, we're in the game, family. We're in the game, family. I gotta get this shit saved real quick. I'm over here looking like a motherfucking straight rookie, bro. That's a neck. That's a motherfucking neck, bro. Had to take the glasses off because I fucked up the whole shit, but it's all good. We're about to restart this motherfucking stream like a boss, though. It's all good, family. We got to give some people time in here. You know, we don't schedule these. They're impromptu as a bitch. All right? Yeah, is the stream, is the sound still good? That's all I need to know. And once that's good, we're about to get right back into the motherfucking fire Snoop. Stream health is on red. That's never good. That's never been good. Okay, so that we're good there. We're good on that front. Now we just gotta pull this joint back up. Search full time MMA. Bada boom. Hit the refresh. Bada boom. Happy St. Patty, says my guy. What up? Happy St. Patrick's Day, my good sir. Alright, your music worked. I could hear the music. But then after it was muted on your small screen. Okay, I missed the fight because of work. Number one, bullshit. Yeah, man, this was a good ass fight card. Funny because you just did that video about Werdum having one foot out the door. Hey, I'm just telling you. I mean, you might think I'm a fat motherfucker that wears weird hats, but I'm telling you, I might know a little bit about this motherfucking MMA, bro. I told you about DERN Till. I told you about Volkov, but niggas just be treating me like I'm some motherfucking scrub in the mud. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. They gonna learn. What was said? What Earth torn DQ looked like he had the hitting power of a kitten? I don't know who you was talking about, one way. Kenshiro Ryu said Colby Covington very happy that flirty, or did you say filthy? You meant to say filthy, but you mistyped it. You said Brazilian is lost. Sound to sound, said Kim Jong Uzi. Alright, so the sound is good. Full-time family, what is... Alright, now that everybody's in the house and the sound is good, I'm about to go run right back to the motherfucking full screen, and we gonna run this motherfucking track right back, and we're gonna get this started in the right way. Let's fucking go. Yeah. You know you fucked up, right? Full time in the house. Let's get it. With so much drama in this day and age, it's kinda hard being full-time MMA, but I somehow, someway, keep coming up with content for my hitters like every single day. Now let's get to this nigga Snoop. Disrespecting McGregor, thinking that shit was cute. Calling Conor a bitch, well what the fuck does that make you? You ain't no big dog, old nigga, you a pooch. And keep it real, Conor didn't even fucking lose. Fuck the Mayweathers, made $1 million off them dudes. And that's in a pillow fight, boxing ain't no real fight. How he get knocked out, still walk out looking like $1 million likes. Snoop, I think you sipping too much gin and juice, cause something's gotten into you. What the fuck you thinking dissing one of the dudes getting you paid? Now a lot of people don't like you, got them on Twitter yelling hashtag Fire Snoop. Bitch! We ain't never been fucking around, family. Where we at? Back to the right screen. Gotta admit, St. Patrick's Day. You know, I'm half white, which means I'm probably half Irish. I'm a little fucked up. So we're gonna rock out, man. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna talk about the fights and whatever the fuck's been going on in MMA, and we're just gonna fucking chit chat like a motherfucking family. And if this shit gets too crazy, we're gonna fuck around and delete this stream, right? And then one of these motherfucking trolls gonna bend and have this joint recorded and put it up on one of their whole accounts, thinking they're exposing me. It's like, nigga, thanks for the promotion. All right, see, y'all already see where I'm at. But we're gonna be cool. We're gonna talk MMA. What's going on, full time family? Let me pull up the shit. I might have to fucking run upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it's sober 2018, but you know what I'm saying? My cousin's funeral's tomorrow, so you know we've been getting a little fucked up today because it's kind of. But we're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Sober 2018 continues Wednesday. Now I'm gonna pull up the chat. We're gonna see what the full time family's talking about. Then we're gonna go over the UFC London results. Man, fucking great night of fights. Great day of fights, I should say, right? The early card. But for that, and like I said, if you weren't here in the very beginning, if the stream cuts off because we hit a lag spike, that's not because of me. It's because of fucking Cox, fucking communications. We're going to be right back, but we might have a couple technical difficulties until we get some shit figured out. But we'll be right back if that does happen to happen. With that being said, happy St. Patty's Day, motherfuckers. Should I turn that around? I think I got 5,000 subscribers. It ain't like I'm shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about hiding my advertisements yet. My dad brought these over, nigga. Fuck you talking about? I ain't endorsing this brand. Alright, so we're about to pull up the chat. We got to go. Let's go. We got Pablo Platinum Escobar in this joint. Money over everything, homie. I feel you. Fuck you, tell me. Kenshiro Ryu said black college girls love me. What up, Kenshiro Ryu? That's my fucking dog, even though niggas are calling you a snake and all that shit. I feel you, bro. I know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hate on you too hard. Some of my niggas, some of my writers feel like Kenshiro Ryu is a snake, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still a fan of TJ Dillashaw, if you get it. One Way said, Ariel Helwani said, versus Full Time. Whoa, both have staph infection and ear infection. Who wins? I don't know. Ariel might get me, bro. I don't know, man. I mean, but if somebody puts the money on the line, we can figure out. Kenshiro Rio said, Ariel Helwani has that kill or be killed mentality. Hey, man, Ariel Helwani sounded like a savage. Ivan Hernandez said, Full Time family, what's up? Not much. What is going on, brother? White Nicholas said, Full Time looking like Randy Savage. Macho Man, step into a Slim Jim. Smoke me. British House Pick Boots said, I see Full Time put Ariel's nose on in an armbar. Fuck out of here, man. All right, man. Let's fucking roll up. I'm about to scroll up and see what y'all been talking about while this shit was rolling. All right. One Way said, what on earth? Okay, we already read that earlier. Kenshiro Ryu said, Colby Covington very happy that the Firthy Brazilian lost. We're going to check out Colby Covington's Twitter live on stream, bro, because I'm sure he had something to say, and it was probably pretty disrespectful. All Pro Limited said, do you think DJ is a coward for ducking TJ? TJ losing all respect for him. No. I don't think he's a coward. I just think he's a businessman, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because if somebody told me, like, if I knew that I had $1 million on the line, like, let's say someone told you, you can either fight this guy for $1 million, or you can fight this guy and prove you're not a pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a business decision. He's not running from If the UFC said, hey, you know what? We might take a loss here. Here's $2 million. Fuck it. Here's $2 million, Demetrius. Will you fight TJ? He's going to say yes. You know, it's not like he's turning it down for the money. He's trying to make a business decision while he has the leverage. And I know us fans want to see the fight. Me as a fan that's not making any money out of it, I'm saying, fuck, DJ, I want to see you fight TJ. But if I was Demetrius Johnson, you know, it might be different. But I mean, I do understand where you're coming from if you think if you do think that, I get where you're coming from, but I don't necessarily agree with you. I don't think Demetrius Johnson is a pussy or he's ducking TJ, because check this out. Demetrius Johnson is a lot smaller than some of these guys. If there was a 115-pound division for men, I think Demetrius Johnson would rather fight there, or could even cut to that weight rather than fight the guys at 135. He mentioned Sean O'Malley. He was like, look, Sean O'Malley's like 5'11". He's like, Demetrius Johnson was like 5'4". That would look like Stefan Struve or some shit in there to Demetrius Johnson. Like, I just think Demetrius Johnson is a smaller guy. And then some people say, well, the guys at 125 aren't very talented. I disagree. I argue about, Joseph Benavidez, Henry Cejudo, John Dodson. To me, all of those guys are talented fighters. I mean, I don't know how you can give a 135-pound guy credit that you can't give Demetrius Johnson. How can you say TJ Dillashaw or Cody Garbrandt or Dominic Cruz is a savage for being a 135-pound champion, but Demetrius Johnson, oh, they're only 125 pounds. Well, John Dodson fought at 125, and he's got a knockout over TJ Dillashaw. But Demetrius Johnson beat John Dodson twice. So you can't tell me 125-pound fighters are just a bunch of preteen girls, which is what actually Michael Bisping said. He said at 125 pounds he's been fighting a bunch of preteen girls. How is that different than 10 pounds up? John Dodson fought TJ Dillashaw before, and he fought Demetrius Johnson before, and it was different results. So I think a lot of that is, people want to see Demetrius Johnson fight up for whatever reason, but it's just not realistic in my opinion. He's just way too small. Now, I've never even heard anybody talk about a men's 115-pound division. The 125-pound division gets way too much slack. But I would assume, and maybe somebody will ask Demetrius Johnson this in the future, but I would wonder if Demetrius Johnson would rather fight at 115 rather than 135. But, I mean, it is what it is, though. I mean, a lot of people come out and make Demetrius Johnson look like it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my answer, though. Rich, man, these motherfucking glasses on the indoors, I got to admit, they look pretty fucking cool. But I am not a fan of wearing these motherfuckers right here, bro. It's about to make my eyes hurt. So, you know what? I might put them back on in a second. I don't know. I'm not even going to be on here that long, probably, man. I'm pretty messed up. Platinum Pablo Escobar said, my full-time familia. What's up, Pablo Escobar? What's going on, brother? One Way said, Colby Boomerang Magnet Covington's gonna go in on Twitter today. I'm telling you, we're about to take a live look. Y'all ready for the live look at Colby Covington's fucking Twitter? See what he had to say about the main event in UFC London, because we're about to get straight into it. Let me make sure to pull it up real quick. Colby Covington Twitter. He said, baby, keep the sunglasses on. Oh, no, man. No. I got to keep them off just because of that, bro. I got to keep them off just because you said that, because they got straight. Actually, you know what? Just for you, sweetie. All right, let's pull up Colby Covington's fucking Twitter, bro. Whoa. Oh, okay, that was the ratchet horseface girlfriend tweet. Oh, okay, yep. We got to go to the full screen, family. We got to go to the full screen. Colby Covington has some shit to say. Colby Covington's Twitter. UFC London. Ha ha! The motherfucking Millhouse. That ain't even Millhouse. I don't even know that nigga's name off The Simpsons. But he said, ha ha! Damn, Colby. You know he was going to say something. He's probably going to say something else. Let's see. You can run, Colby Covington, but you can hide Tyron Woodley. You can run from Colby Covington, but you can hide Tyron Woodley. Make it happen. Okay, that was weird. All right, all he had to say was, ha ha. Of course. Hey, but See, it's kind of hard for Colby Covington to talk trash on Fabricio Werdum whenever you guys ran into each other in the streets. But, I mean, this is Colby Covington. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, he's a 170-pound fighter. He ran into Fabricio Werdum in the streets. Let's take the streets out of the equation. If Colby Covington versus Fabricio Werdum happened in the UFC, you would guarantee Fabricio Werdum is winning because he's a bigger person. So now that they're in the streets, you guys act, well, not you guys, some people act like Colby Covington's supposed to just fucking shut the fuck up and zip his lips because he's not 350 fucking or 250 fucking pounds as a heavyweight. Of course Fabricio Werdum will beat Colby Covington's ass. Does that mean he can't speak? You know what I'm saying? I get where a lot of people come from. Colby Covington probably should shut the fuck up here because Fabricio Werdum already hit him with the boomerang and he pressed charges. But Colby Covington, I completely expected this, bro. I completely expected this. I know a lot of people fucking hate Colby Covington and think whatever, especially even in this situation. Like, you would think Fabricio Werdum already ran into you in the streets. You probably should shut up, but I knew there was going to be at least something. He said, it is what it is. Colby Covington, one of these days, you know, his ticket's going to get called, but unfortunately, he's probably going to be in the WWE. Now, if he fights Tyron Woodley, which is probably one of the best things a Colby Covington hater could ask for, is if he fights Tyron Woodley, maybe Darren Till, maybe KAMARU Usman. I don't know. But I have a feeling like a lot of people want to see Colby Covington lose, and he's not a terrible matchup for a lot of these welterweights. Like, could you imagine if everybody wanted to see Colby Covington lose, and then he got matched up against the #1 contender RDA, and then he went in there and fucked him up? Like, people would be even more pissed off. It'd be like, what the fuck? We really wanted to see him lose, and he just won. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, Colby Covington's talked about wanting to go to the WWE. We're going to leave Colby Covington the fuck alone before Stamina MC gets in here. No, but hey, that's all he had to say. He can't really say too much also because whatever he says, people are going to be like, what are you talking about? You fucking ran into each other. But all right, let's see what the full-time family's talking about before we get into these UFC London results real quick. If we still got this shit pulled up. Let's see. Scroll down. Werdum is a bitch, said Kenshiro Ryu. He talks so much smack, too. It's part of the fight game, but he goes and assaults another fighter. He's going to be... Bro, I've seen Fabricio Werdum and Colby Covington have shown interest in the WWE. Don't be surprised if Fabricio shows up in the WWE soon. He said he wanted to fight on UFC 226, but he'll probably show up in the WWE. We might see Colby Covington versus Fabricio Werdum in the WWE. Brendan Schaub's Pink Boots said, I'm going to send you some pink Gucci boots when you hit 5K subs, baby. You best believe that. That's fucking hilarious. One way said, anyone hyped for Kevin Lee versus Edson fight that's going to be a good fight? Yeah, it's going to be a good fight, but I'm ready for Khabib Ferguson, bro. I'm not getting hyped for any fight until that fight happens. New York Bluff said, he's a terrible matchup for Darren Till. See, yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. Like, Colby Covington, I would personally flip my whole fucking computer stand over if fucking Colby Covington beat Darren Till and he like wrestle fucked him. Oh my god, I would fucking wreck shop, bro. I would be so pissed off. Patrick Carter said Werdum versus Covington in the WWE TLC match. That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. One way, message deleted by MMA from the Heartland. I just want to see what he said. Bantamweight has pound-for-pound ranking fighters and Hall of Famer in flyweight. Only pound-for-pound fighter is DJ. What the fuck was that? What's going on? Bantamweight has pound-for-pound ranking fighters and Hall of Famer. Alright, maybe he deleted that shit because it was fucking unreadable or something. Maybe that's what that was. Timed out. Back to your timeout corner. What did he say here? You timing my nigga out. I don't know why you got timed out, but I know that one message was definitely, I don't know what the fuck you were talking about. Ivan Hernandez said Kane is going to the WWE. Yeah, I agree. All Pro Limited for Werdum doesn't have good enough physique for the WWE. Well, maybe once he retires from the UFC, he can say, fuck you, Shada. I don't know. But, alright, we are about to check out the UFC London results real quick. Let me pull these joints up on my screen, man, because I ain't trying to be on here too long. I just was like, man, this was a hell of a night of fights, and I got this fucking crazy-ass leprechaun hat. But before the fucking internet connection gets crazy, let's go over UFC London. And the main card was cool, man, but I gotta admit, the Fight Pass prelims in total might have been, he said, I dropped my phone, how do I undo it? I'm not sure, let me see if I can fix that shit. But I'm gonna go to these prelims. I gotta admit, man, the Fight Pass prelims this time might have been better than the main card as far as, man, there was finish after finish and then another one. And you know what I'm saying? So, what's the shocker of the night? The shocker of the night, fucking, bro, when I lost my shit was when Paul Craig submitted that undefeated Russian dude in the last second. Bro, that shit was crazy. I was ready to fucking, like, say, what the fuck's going on here? Like, Paul Craig's fought in the UFC, like, 3 or 4 times. You know, a win, a couple losses, bada boom. And then when I saw them walking into the octagon, Paul Craig was the plus 450 underdog. Huge underdog. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. How is this UFC veteran such an underdog against this guy making his UFC debut? And then when I was watching the fight, I was like, oh, clearly it's because they knew this guy was from fucking Khabib's camp and he's been wrestling with bears too. This guy's a fucking straight savage. He's picking up Paul Craig on his knees and dumping him over like boom. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the light heavyweight Khabib. What's going on in this fight? And then 1 second left, Paul Craig hits him with the triangle choke and it's like, what the fuck? Like, that was the shocker of the night when he secured that 1 second left. Holy shit, that was crazy to me. That was the shocker of the night. Paul Craig's fucking fight. Well, White Nicholas. MMA vlogger Real Talk Forum said going to Burger King to get the new spicy McChicken. Hey, speaking of spicy McChicken, I thought about that whenever who was it? One of Conor McGregor's teammates fought tonight and he got submitted. What's his name? Fucking Phillips. John Phillips, bro. That was funny. They were talking about on the commentary team, it was one of Conor McGregor's teammates, and then he got submitted. And I was like, oh shit, if Khabib's watching, someone might make a joke. And then I was like, oh yeah, but then Conor McGregor's got the fucking spicy fucking chicken deal. But yeah, I completely see what you. That's funny, man. That shit was kind of funny though. Whatever, like. Anytime, bro, Khabib's always going to like, Conor McGregor, that's the ultimate win. That spicy chicken deal. I'm telling you, if Conor McGregor does not come out with a chicken strip meal, I'm going to be completely disappointed. Because everyone's going to be talking about him getting stripped. And you've already got the chicken sandwich. Now you need it. Bro, you guys know what I'm saying. But with that being said, let's get into these fucking results, bro. Let's get into these results before this lag starts coming in and all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into these UFC London results. We're going to get off this joint. It's fucking St. Patrick's Day. Start with the Fight Pass prelims. We had Dmitry Sosnovsky submitted Mark Godbeer in the second round. Dmitry Sosnovsky is an undefeated Russian heavyweight. Man, there was like quite a few undefeated Russians on this card, and if that guy wouldn't have got submitted last second, I remember watching on like the build-up to the last Khabib fight. They were talking about like they showed like the UFC embedded crew was like in Russia, and they had like a whole fucking gym of Russian fighters, and it was like this is like the Russian pack like following behind Khabib, ready to take over the UFC. And it was like, oh shit, like they're coming. Then we had like this Dmitry Sosnovsky guy. Then the guy that, you know, got submitted in the last second. I was like, what the fuck? Or did these guys just get through to the UFC and they're about to literally take over this whole joint? Like, it still might be the case. That guy got submitted in the last second. But there are some fucking Russian undefeated fighters that came over and are coming over that are ready to just dump shit on their fucking head and win fights. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if I should bring this up. You guys know about the fucking Olympic, like, doping scandals and shit. But I'm just saying, man, I'm just curious. Is there some niggas that know how to beat USADA? I don't know. You shouldn't be able to if you're in the same weight class, you shouldn't be able to be on your knees and just pick someone up and fucking, like, same weight class. Like, I was like, oh my. Luckily, Paul Craig got the submission last second. I'm just saying, man, USADA better motherfucking make sure they're on their game, because, man, there might be some motherfuckers coming through that they gotta screen. I don't know. Maybe that's just comedy. We'll see. But after Dmitry Sosnovsky submitted Mark Godbeer in the second round in the first pass of the fight past prelims, Raging Cajun Johnson lost a split decision, but he got his hand raised. I thought Stevie Ray won the fight, I'm not going to lie, but and I call him Raging Cajun. This is something I meant to bring up in that video, but I fucking just happened to forget. I don't know why. But they were talking about how his name is Cajun. You know, his name is Raging Cajun. And they said he wanted to stress that his name is Cajun and not Cajun. I'm sorry, family. Some of you might not know where I'm about to go, but this motherfucker wanted smoke with Ally Quinta in his rap song. Raging Cajun Johnson is a UFC fighter / motherfucking rapper. And in his song, he was like, talking to Ally Quinta, Raging don't rhyme with your name. Won't you try the ninja? And, like, that's what made Ally Quinta, you know, approach him. Like, the motherfucker put my name in a fucking rap song? And at the UFC retreat, he said he slapped his fucking food out of his hand. Like, don't put my name in a fucking rap song, bro. And he said he didn't do nothing about it. Raging Cajun Johnson. But now, whenever I hear this on the I'm like, you're going to tell motherfuckers your name is Cajun? Whenever you gave Ally Quinta heat for Raging not rhyming with his name. How the fuck does Raging rhyme with Cajun? Raging Cajun. Like, to me, that's not rhyming. Like, leave Ally Quinta the fuck alone if your name is Cajun. If your name is Cajun, I'm 100% on board. Raging Cajun, that's the dopest shit ever. Ally Quinta, leave his nickname alone. We got Raging Cajun over here. But this motherfucker's Cajun. Like, oh, well, nigga, leave Ally Quinta the fuck alone then. Get that food out in the fucking air, too. No, I'm just playing. But Raging Cajun Johnson is now on a 4-fight winning streak. I thought he lost the fight tonight. I thought he lost the second and third round, but the judges gave him the win. A lot of other people thought that Stevie Ray might have won the fight, but it is what it is. I've seen worse decisions, and you know what I'm saying? You know what they say. Don't let it go to the judges' scorecard. So, Cajun Johnson got his hand raised, and now he's on a 4-fight winning streak. He might fight for a rank. Who knows? One other interesting thing about a Cajun Johnson, though, is that he's on, like, the vice president of Project Spearhead. He is a fighter that's, like, fighting for fighters' rights. You know, he's trying to get the union in place with Leslie Smith and that type of stuff. So that's respectable for sure. Like, that part's respectable. But the whole nickname, yeah, all of that, we're going to move on. But Raging Cajun Johnson got the win at UFC London over Stevie Ray via split decision. These guys were former teammates. I seen Paul Craig was like a plus 450 underdog. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that threw me completely off guard. Like, whenever I saw like the UFC veteran was like plus 450 underdog, like, I was like, what? And then I saw why, like, during the fight. And then Craig came through with that submission. And I was like, oh, my God, that stuff was insane, bro. But congratulations to Paul Craig. Like, to me, that was performance of the night. He definitely got a bonus. I think it wasn't fight of the night. He got one of the performance of the nights, if I'm not mistaken. We also had Danny Henry submitted Hakeem Dawodu in 39 seconds at UFC London. I didn't even get to watch the first 39 seconds of that fight. I saw this fight on the replay. I was busy fucking reporting on the Paul Craig insane-ass triangle choke, last-second triangle choke. Then as soon as I tuned back into the fights, Danny Henry had motherfucking Henry Dawodu and the submission, putting him out. And then, you know, by the time it was too late. So then they showed the replay. He clipped him with a big right and then got the submission. But going into the fight, they were mentioning they were mentioning Hakeem Dawodu They were mentioning him with some big names, like, man, he can be one of the futures of the division. He's that a boom. And then Danny Henry came in and just got the job done, and so we'll hear about him next week. Today is my fucking day. Danny Henry with the big submission. And then right after that, we had Danny Roberts coming out. He fought Oliver Enkamp, also known as the Boss Baby. This motherfucker looks like he probably should get carded before he walks into the octagon. I'm not selling that nigga liquor. Even if he's got an ID that's legal, bro, he looks, I'm telling you, he looks young, bro. I'm telling you, if I'm working at a liquor store, I'm just on the safe side. I don't give a fuck if you got 3 IDs and a birth certificate. You come in looking like that, bro, you can't get liquor. You better send your pops. You better send your dad. You better send your uncle. You better send your homie with the motherfucking beard. Because I'm not selling you liquor, and you're lucky if I'm selling you a motherfucking some tobacco products. I'm just saying the nigga looks young. But he came in, you know, he lost his first UFC fight. He came in, you know, this was his second UFC fight. He lost it to Danny Roberts via KO in the first round. Hot Chocolate Danny Roberts was at home in, you know, UFC London. He got on the mic afterward. Danny Roberts got on my radar when he fought Mike Perry. You might remember he got knocked out in the 3rd round by Mike Perry, but after that he got a big win. Now I believe he might be on a 2-fight losing streak or one and one. We'll see. But Danny Roberts got a big win over Oliver Enkamp in the 1st round at UFC London. We also had Dana White's Tuesday night contender, Charles Byrd. Holy smokes, he's having a fucking hell of a run right now. 5-fight winning streak or a 4-fight winning streak, 3 submissions in a row. He fought once on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series and didn't, you know, he earned a submission, but he didn't get the contract because at that time he was like 7-4 or 8-4. His record wasn't too attractive. But then he got another chance because it was a very impressive submission, not enough to earn the contract. So they let him come back to Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series, and he got another very impressive submission. It's like, okay, even though your record's not too great, you're on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series twice, 2 submissions, you're in. Came into his UFC debut, got another submission by Charles Byrd, so now he's like 9-4 or 10-4. His record is not the most attractive, but he's earned his way to where he's at. So, in coming into this fight, he's like a smaller middleweight, and his opponent, John Phillips, was like a big, you know, he used to fight at light heavyweight. So, Charles Byrd was definitely the smaller fighter coming into this fight and still got the 1st round submission. So, earned his way to the UFC and then earned a 1st round submission in the UFC by Charles Byrd. That was a dope performance. Then, of course, we got into the main card. Holy fuck, my mouth is getting dry just running over these results. Motherfucker trying to get this over with because I know I'm a little fucked up and I want to make this clear and cut for anybody that might be listening to this on the replay. So anybody on the replay, whoever the fuck is listening to this or watching this, you owe me a fucking shot or something because I'm trying to roll this for you so you can cut this off when we start interacting with the chat. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to cover the main card. But I gotta fucking get some liquid in my mouth first. You know what I'm saying? Cotton mouth, all type of shit. Fuck your time, Matt. It's St. Patty's Day. Where you at, full-time family? Oh, I ain't got my sound buttons up. I'm not even gonna take a drink till I get this done. Hold on, guys. Pause. Time out. All right, where the fuck you at, full-time? Y'all hear that? All right, I hope so. All right, time to get into the main card of the UFC Fight Pass today. There's 4 fights on the main card. Of course, it started off with UFC London main card. Started off with Leon Edwards versus Peter Sabata. Now, that fight went to Leon Edwards. It was a last-second TKO. It was last second, but it wasn't as crazy as the last-second submission. You know, the ref just called it off last second. Like, all right, he's had enough. But, I mean, he could have let the guy go for 1 more second. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ref was clearly like, I don't know. He was focused. Like, all right, last strike. That was the last strike. It's off. And, motherfucker, there was a half a second left. That was the difference between a decision and a TKO. Like a half a second. So, but it was a last-second TKO for Leon Edwards. He got the win before. I mean, it wasn't the most entertaining fight. I mean, it reminded me of KAMARU Usman versus Emil Mek, minus the slams and some of the damage. But it is what it is. He got the last second TKO. Leon Edwards versus Peter Sabotat in the first fight of the main card of UFC London. Next was Tom Duquesnoy versus Terrion Ware. I had Terrion Ware winning that fight, honestly, second and third round. But it is what it is. Tom Duquesnoy was 15-2 going into the fight. Now he's 16-2 because he got his hand raised. And they raised his hand via unanimous decision. I thought it was either going to be a split decision for Terrion Ware or possibly even a draw. But they made it unanimous for Tom Duquesnoy. Hey, we've seen worse decisions, and you know what to say. You got to motherfucking let it go to the judges. But I'm not going to lie. I thought Terrion Ware won that fight. But Tom Duquesnoy got his hand raised via unanimous decision. Then we went into the co-main event of UFC London versus the number 11th ranked light heavyweight Jan Blachowicz. And he upset number 4th ranked Jimmy Manuwa. It's not Manawa like 100 million of us thought. Like we all thought his name was Jimmy Manawa. No. Jimmy Manuwa. They made that shit clear. Manuwa. So motherfucking get that shit right. But Jan Blachowicz upset Jimmy Manuwa via unanimous decision at UFC London. This sets up possibly a trilogy fight or a rubber match, whichever one you want to call it. Jimmy Manuwa won the first fight between these guys via KO, I believe. And what's crazy about this is Jan Blachowicz won the first fight in, Jimmy Manuwa won the first fight in Jan Blachowicz's home. So they fought in Poland first. Jimmy Manuwa was at enemy territory, and he won. Then Jan Blachowicz came to Jimmy Manuwa's home, UFC London, and he beat him. So they've got to win over each other on enemy territory. Now we got to come to a neutral site and see who's really the fucking best man between Jimmy Manuwa and Jan Blachowicz. So we'll see what happens. I don't know who's going to win. A lot of, Jimmy Manuwa was the favorite, but Jan Blachowicz got the W. So with that being said, that was the co-main event of UFC London. Dope fight. Very dope fight. Jan Blachowicz was really, happy about the win. And Jimmy Manuwa, it is what it is. So we went to go to the main event of the evening after the Jan Blachowicz most effective and was not able to get the submission that he might have needed to get the victory. Alexander Volkov, the later the fight went, started defending those single leg takedowns and started taking over the fight. Got the knockout in the 5th round. I predicted this to happen whenever I first went over the preview. I was like, okay, I'm going with Werdum. But then once I really dove into it, I said, yo, this Volkov guy is legit. And if you follow the Fake Money Bankroll series, you saw I bet about $500 on Alexander Volkov because this guy is 29 years old. He's literally got more fights than Fabricio Werdum. It's not the same caliber. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, Fabricio's fought everybody. Fabricio Werdum is a heavyweight Hall of Famer. UFC Hall of Famer, one of the best heavyweights of all time, and that's a fact. But Alexander Volkov's only 29 years old, and he's got 30 wins now and only 6 losses. Fabricio's like 41, or 40 years old, and I know it would be great to see him make another title run, but he ran into Alexander Volkov, and 5th round KO is what happened. So with that being said, thanks for fucking checking this out if you're listening on the replay. That's the gist of the UFC London recap. Now I'm about to finish this my truck and beer, see what the full-time family's saying, and then I'll probably get out of here pretty soon. Let's check out the Mara trucking chat. What's going on, full-time family? Let's see. Pull it up. Gary Kendrick Jr. in this joint. Motherfucking Nadev Drew still in this. He said Duquesnoy looked amazing in round 1. Yeah. Duquesnoy for sure probably won round 1, and maybe even you know what I'm saying? Maybe it wasn't as, controversial. Duquesnoy won. I had Terrion winning round 2 and 3, and even if you're talking about like forward pressure, I thought Terrion Ware had the forward pressure as well. Clayton Funky said Werdum es muy ALDO. That's pretty funny. MMA Vlogger is not how you spell muy, but I see what you're saying. Pretty funny. MMA Vlogger Real Talk Forum said, Fire Dana, hashtag Fire Dana. Hey, maybe in 2019. Bob Cratcher said, I had my money on Werdum by Boomerang. That would have been fucking... Ayo! You just gave me the $1 million fucking idea, Bob Cratchit. I guarantee you, when Fabricio Werdum goes to the WWE, he's going to fuck someone up with the boomerang. It's going to be a prop. It's going to come. Colby Covington might even be in the fucking skit, bro. But Werdum's going to have a boomerang in the WWE. Now, Dave Drew said another loss for SPG tonight, too. Are we fucking, freaking, are we back? Are we back? It looks like we're back. Hey, I'm glad we got the recap done before this joint started lagging. I plan on getting this shit fixed soon, but I mean, it is what it is. I was just going to wait until I do to start streaming, but this was a pretty dope event, man. So I was like, hey, let's fucking run it. So with that being said, I'll probably shut this joint off sooner rather than later. Next time, actually, the next time we go red, I might just shut it off. Hop on the game, hop on some Fortnite on the motherfucking Xbox, you know what I'm saying? St. Patty's Day, families, families here, hop off this joint. We'll see what's going on. But with that being said, let's see what the chat's talking about before we do get off of here. MY Buff said Carlos Condit, Matt Brown, fight of the year. It's got potential for sure. It's definitely got the potential. MMA Prediction Guru said Dawodo was on SBG too. I did not know Dawodo was on SBG. I did not know that. Damn. If that's true, that's crazy. Because that nigga got... man, I don't even... fuck. But I don't like being descriptive with some of these fights. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets disrespectful. And I don't want to be a disrespectful person to these fucking fighters to go in there and fight for our entertainment. But all I'm saying is, have you ever seen like a chicken in real life get choked? I'm talking about like... have you ever seen Rush Hour where, like, them Asian ladies break the chicken's neck in front of them, and it's like, it's just natural. It's on the streets. You go up to the market to get some meat. They got chickens in a cage. They pick the chicken up. They grab them by the neck. They fucking crack it, and it's just laying there, like robot chicken, just gone. Like, that, whenever I saw the screenshot of that fight, I don't even remember who Dawodo fought. Mark, or something Henry. Someone else fought with the same name. Danny Henry. Bro, it was like one of them like chickens, bro. It was like that had the snap neck. I was like, oh shit. Like that's how it looks some of these times with some of these submissions. But I mean, that's what that reminded me of. I didn't know he was from SBG though. I did not know he was from SBG. That's pretty interesting. So 2 SBG fighters got submitted tonight. Whew, they better be careful. Maybe SBG better get a whole they better get a whole Burger King sponsorship for the whole gym, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they need the whole chicken, you know what I'm saying? The chicken meal. I don't know. Maybe instead of Burger King, they should have went with KFC, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, no, I'm just fucking around. That's a joke for any of you who caught that. But let's get back to the motherfucking chat. He said, Ivan Hernandez said, yes, I've seen Conor get choked. Kenshi Review said, I only choke my own chicken full time. Hey, I hear you there. Well, actually, I got someone else. All right, but I hear what you're saying, Kenshiro Ryu. White Nicholas said, chug that beer and dip out the live. I tell you what, I'll chug this beer, I'll crack that beer and chug that one, and then I'll dip out the live. Does that sound good, White Nicholas? White Nicholas? And White Nicholas, by the way, I know you were here that one night during the live stream whenever I was getting fucked up and I played that song and told you all that story. If somebody fucking recorded that and clipped it up and put it on some fake-ass YouTube channel with no subscribers, like they were exposing me. Like, nigga, I was telling y'all that story like I would have told anybody, nigga. I don't give a fuck. That's real life. But I want to know, is that you? Because I know you got the screenshot. Like, your picture is from that night. So I was wondering if that was you that was clipping my shit up, even though I don't give a fuck. But I was just wondering. But either way, I'm about to chug this motherfucker, read a couple comments, chug that joint, and then we're going to really get it going. Oh, but the joint is on red. Let's see if it's back green before I fucking knock this off. Alright. I'm going to knock this off, and we're going to get out of here. Let's see, MMA vlogger. We're talking for my girl is assed out upstairs already. Hey, I'm fucking pretty messed up, man. I'm getting there. That's why I'm going to make this sooner rather than later. Islamophobic said White Nicholas is Dark Rider. Oh, okay. I don't know who Dark Rider is. Ivan Hernandez said asked out. Hey, speaking of asked out, I think my girl's off work too. MMA vlogger Real Talk Forum said Jimmy Manuwa thinks he can beat DC tonight. Nick, that's scandalous," said White Nicholas. "I was just curious, just because I know you were there. So I mean, I don't even care, bro. It was some troll that thought they were like fucking trolling. Nigga, I don't give a fuck though. You know what I'm saying? It's big full time. You know what the fuck's going on? That's a real life story." So with that being said, let's play. Yo, I'm gonna play a track while I chug this beer, because I'm trying to chug this quick and get the fuck out of here, man. What are we about to play? Somebody type something. Somebody type one of the, I don't know, I'll look it up because I don't want to put you on the spot. Okay, MMA Vlogger Real Talk Forum said Bellator. I'm repping Bellator. I'm going to try and chug this beer while that shit goes. We're going to check it out. If the stream ain't cut off, but it is right now. But it's all good, because by the time the stream comes back up, we should be back in the game. All right, we're back in the game. Let's see if we can find it. Bellator. Dana White versus Scott Coker battle rap. I didn't know I forgot I had a Dana White versus Ariel Helwani battle rap. I ain't heard that one in so long. We're going to have to play that one, bro. So we're going to play Dana White versus Ariel Helwani, and then we're going to do Dana White versus Scott Coker. I'm going to admit, I don't even know what beat this one's over, bro. So I'm sure I'm going to surprise us all. Let's rock it.
Dana White is a motherfucking hoe. When he sees me at events, he's gon' kick me out for show. I don't need no pass, dude. I'm gon' beat your ass, dude. I don't think he likes me cause I keep them fast scoops and I keep that fast news. Get that shit before Dana. He don't know how I do it, so he keep on hating. But that's okay, cause I stay with that breaking news. Dana White, you looking for a fight, you found one with me, dude. See me, I'm fighting for the fighters. You lie cause you're a liar. Surprised you ain't got your shorts on fire. Ariel Helwani, I'm your fucking daddy. You should thank me, thank your mother, then just shut up and be happy. I didn't wanna son you, but you got the fucking yapping. So now I'm about to whoop your ass, yo, full time, make it happen. Ariel Helwani, I don't think you understand. Me, I'm El Jefe, you're a fucking fan. When I get done beating your ass, I'm taking your media pass. You'll have to see me to get it back, and then I'm beating your ass again, my friend. Or should I say your nose got a new name for you, dude, Ariel Pinocchio. You'll have to see me to get it, your man. Ariel Helwani, I don't think you understand. Me, I'm El Jefe, you're a fucking fan. When I get done beating your ass, I'm taking your media pass. You'll have to see me to get it back, and then I'm beating your ass again, my friend. Or should I say your nose got a new name for you, dude, Ariel Pinocchio.
My bad, man. I didn't know I was still on full screen. Okay, I know exactly what's going on. My bad, family. My motherfucking bad. I didn't realize that I had the audio input. See, you know, I'm becoming a computer wizard. I'm not there yet. I made these new fucking... That's fucked up, man. But I'm glad we figured that out for the future. So I need to hit copy on this. And then when I go to reaction mode, one second. Now you can hear me. Am I right? Am I fucking right? I know I'm right. Because I'm a fucking computer wizard. Can't wait for a legit studio for full time. I'm telling you, motherfuckers. Hey, you guys can hear me though, right? Can you react to the Burger King commercial? I thought I did. Oh, and it was probably fucking muted. Oh my god. That's crazy. I can't wait, you guys. We're still so far in the gutter. I'm telling y'all, but now that there's no UFC events for like the next 2 weeks, I'm about to work some legitimate shifts at my other fucking job, like vacuuming, doing my custodial, master the custodial, arch thug, this one, trying, saving up some money, because I've been legit. I'll say that for another day. But I'm telling you, I'm trying to get some fucking money to invest into this shitty ass YouTube studio room that we got rolling. But it's all good. I'm going to get that shit popping. But with that being said, now that you guys can fucking hear, we got to get this song rolling. Because I was trying to tell you guys before I realized I was fucking muted like a jackass. I'm about to finish this beer while we play these songs. But this was Dana White versus Ariel Helwani. I forgot what beat this was even over. And so we were about to rock it. And it was pretty funny. I heard it now. You guys clearly didn't. Let's go, though. Dana White is a...
Dana White is a motherfucking hoe. When he sees me at events, he's gonna kick me out for show. I don't need no pass, dude. I'm gonna beat your ass, dude. I don't think he likes me cause I keep them fast scoops and I keep that fast news. Get that shit before Dana. He don't know how I do it, so he keep...
I just realized, so even when I was, you guys could hear the song, just not me, huh?
On hate, but that's okay, cause I stay with that breaking news. Dana White, you looking for a fight, you found one with me, dude. See me, I'm fighting for the fighters. You lie cause you're a liar. Surprised you ain't got your shorts on fire. Ariel Helwani, I'm your fucking daddy. You should thank me, thank your mother, then just shut up and be happy. I didn't want to son you, but you got the fucking yapping.
Alright, fuck this song if you guys already heard that. We're about to go to fucking Dana White versus Scott Coker. Before we get out of here, I already got this beer almost finished. Let's go. My guy said, yeah, seemed like you had stereo mix on, said Bob Cratchit. I hope not. I don't know the difference. I mean, yeah, I don't know too much between stereo and mono. I figured that shit out one time to get my audio set up, but I left it alone. But hopefully this sounds good, man. Let's fucking go. Is this Duff beer? That's exactly what it is, bro. Duff.
Bellator, I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator. Look, Dana White, you found a fight. You said some shit that I ain't like about Bellator, so now it's time to back it up. Now grab the mic. You slap the fighters with the Reebok deal and treat them like some fools. I ask the fighters how the people feel, so people think I'm cool. Yeah, Scott Coker, baby, you ain't fucking with us. I'm like a stockbroker, baby, and I'm running it up. Go get your pot holders, baby. I'm like the oven to touch. And you can get Conor or Tony, Dana, my Chandler, fucking him up. Whoa, whoa there, Scott. Whoa, what the fuck? Maybe when you smoke your pot, you shouldn't smoke so much. Because I know that you're high. Michael Chandler would die against Conor or Tony. Homie, so don't even try. Now, should I keep it with you or should I get on your roster? Even Jimmy Smith is just a roster imposter. You got James Gallagher, he just wanna be Conor. You got Rory McDonald only cause we didn't want him. You see, Scott Coker, me and you, we are not kosher. You're not a stockbroker, boy, you're a stockholder. What the fuck were you thinking, sending that shitty diss my way? You need to think before you diss. While you're at it, take these flyways.
Hey, you motherfucking, nah, it's fucking around. Somebody said, White Nicholas said, "What's your favorite beer?" I don't know, bro. I'm not picky. I don't know. My mom used to drink Mickey's, so sometimes when I go to the liquor store, I grab that. But sometimes bro, if you brought over some beer and you offered me one, I'm probably gonna drink it. You said, "What's my favorite beer?" I just seen them back on green. I was saying, though, I'm not picky, man. Growing up, I don't know, sometimes I saw my mom get Mickey's, so I might pick Mickey's at the liquor store. But at the same time, if you came over with a six-pack and offered me a beer, I'm probably going to drink that joint. So I don't know what my favorite is, man. I ain't too picky. But also, I seen somebody said, oh, same White Nicholas said, "Why don't you send this to Coker?" Because I don't know Coker, nigga. I ain't got Coker's phone number. I ain't got Coker's email. Fuck you want me to do? Send him a tweet and say, "Hey, here's a cool Bellator rap." That's if the full-time family can't make that connection, then we ain't big enough. I'm just gonna keep putting out content until, you know what I'm saying, until something happens. I'm not like emailing fighters like, "Hey, you want to do an interview with the channel? Hey, man, I'm really a fan. You want to do an interview with the channel?" I've sent like one fighter a request for an interview, aside from Sean O'Malley, and it didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm sure I could. I'm sure there actually are fighters that I could interview if I sent the right email to the right person. But I don't know who, I don't know when, I don't know where. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? That makes it more pressure on me. I'd rather a fighter like, or if someone wants to be on the show, you guys know, I don't give a fuck if it's one of y'all. Anybody can hop on this joint. You can, he can, she can. I don't give a fuck. A troll can, a fighter can. But as far as me sending out 100 emails to 100 fighters and seeing who says yes, I haven't really been doing that. And especially like trying to get one of these songs to like somebody like Scott Coker, that doesn't really seem realistic to me. What seems more realistic is me just keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding until eventually somebody knows somebody that's like, "Hey man, have you saw this on YouTube? This guy's pretty cool." And maybe something will come out of that. But other than that, man, I'm gonna be sitting here motherfucking stuck in the motherfucking basement and with you niggas listening to me until something like that happens. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going. Other than that, it is what it is. But yes, as far as Coker goes, fuck no. You guys might see me interviewing another fighter soon, but I don't know about no motherfucking Coker. With that being said, oh, what fighter did I reach out to? Said White Nicholas. No, it was Curtis Blades, man. It was like right after his fight with Mark Hunt, and I was just, you know, it was like people were saying his fight was boring. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, hey, Curtis Blades. I look at him as like a young up and coming heavyweight. Like, this is straight hoe cake status. Here we go. Internet's back off that hoe cake status. But yeah, no, the fighter I reached out to one time was Curtis Blades, and it was after his win over Mark Hunt, and I was like, you know, a lot of people were saying he had a boring performance, and I was just like, well, hey, I thought that performance was more entertaining than a la Stipe versus Ngannou. So I just reached out like, hey man, would you like to do an interview? I'm a big fan. Bada boom. But then someone else tweeted me and was like, no, you don't reach out to Curtis Blades. You got to reach out to his manager. So I reached out to his manager, I guess. I tweeted his manager the exact same thing. Like, hey, man, I would like to interview Curtis Blades. I don't, you know, nothing crazy. Just, you know, point out his big win and maybe some of the hypocrisy in some of the fans who say, like, a fight with multiple slams is boring compared to a fight where someone holds someone down. But, I mean, that's all I said, and that didn't really pan out. But I'm not pushing getting it for interviews with fighters because I didn't go to school for interviewing niggas. Like, I went to, you know, community college and shit. I didn't, you know, college dropout type shit, though. It wasn't even like I finished and have a fucking degree in physics. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this close to getting my 2-year degree, but I didn't have the money after I fucked up to get right back in there. So, bada boom. But still, you know, I'm still, like, when it comes to interviewing some of these fighters, like in my last Sean O'Malley interview, whenever I texted him, he was down to do a 15 to 30-minute interview. But by the time I was done, you know, saying what I had to say, I was at the end of the 10 minutes. I was like, all right, well, I don't want to keep you too long. You know, I couldn't think of nothing else to say off the top of my head. Like, I wasn't completely, fully prepared to, you know, to ask him all of the shit that you might hear him answer in another interview. Like, even about the last fight. Like, what did you think about his decision making in the 3rd round? Like, that's an interview. I'm sure a lot of people wanted to hear that, but I didn't ask that question. So, I mean, I'm not even 100% prepared to interview all of these fighters. If these fighters want to do an interview with me, it'll just be a cool-ass interview like, hey, you know, how'd you get into fighting? You know, what's one of your favorite, you know, I'll ask them some questions like getting to know them. I'm not about to ask them some crazy-ass shit. I don't know. So, I'm not in a rush to interview big-name fighters. Like, to me, the fact that I interviewed Felony and Sean O'Malley, it's already like, whoa, like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that interview the fighters that are in the XFR and the TLA and the fucking BGZ and the fucking LFT. You know, there's a lot of fucking mixed martial artists out here that aren't even in the UFC, that aren't even nothing in this mixed martial arts community. And I interviewed fucking Felony Charles Bennett, who, I mean, I get it, yeah. Probably anybody can do that with $20. You know what I'm saying? As far as, yeah, you can. But that's still a big deal. But then Sean O'Malley, it's going to be kind of hard to get one of those interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other channels that have tried. But he even said in our interview, he's not doing interviews with just everybody because so many people are reaching out. I had to earn that one. So that's kind of big. But you know what I'm saying? Even then, I might not have. The first interview that I had with Sean O'Malley was way better than the second interview. But it didn't record. But I got a lot more, you know what I'm saying? It was just a better conversation. We got to see, it was on video. We got to see his whole bone collection, more information. But the second one was still a bigger interview because where he was at in his career. But it is what it is, man. But with that being said, I'm not super, you know, just itching to interview fighters. Like, I'm not just trying to say, oh my god, I'm interviewing another UFC fighter tomorrow. I can't wait to interview this guy that's on the fucking Fight Pass prelims in the very beginning next week. It's going to be so cool. Because I might not even be ready. I don't know what to fucking ask him. If I got scheduled with an interview with some fucking random fighter on the Fight Pass prelims next week, I would have to probably go watch some of their fights, do some research on them, you bada bang, or else it's going to be a weird-ass, awkward-ass interview. So, I don't know, man. That's where I'm at right now as far as interviewing fighters. I got a couple interviews, but I'm not really in a rush to get more. But it was still pretty fun, and I wouldn't mind it. Like, I would still like to interview fighters. I just don't even know what to ask. Eventually, maybe on social media or somewhere, I'll be able to ask you guys, like, hey, what do you guys want to hear from this fighter? I'm going to be interviewing this fighter. Let me know what y'all want me to ask him. And y'all will be able to help me help y'all. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's the gist on that. Check out 1 or 2 more comments before I get out of here, man. Shut down this live stream. Man, I got to go to this funeral tomorrow. Y'all see me. I got to get cut up. I definitely need a fucking haircut and shit, man. All this shit, man. But I'm going to get that done in the morning, man. So with that being said, check out a couple more comments before I get the fuck out of here. I don't even be looking like that in the mirror and shit until I'm on this live stream with y'all, man. I see my shit. That's terrible, huh? St. Patrick's Day and shit. But it is what it is, man. We're going to get that done tomorrow. Let's get a couple more comments in this joint before we get the fuck out of here, man. Unless we already shut it off. I don't even know. I fucked around and shut it down, man. I shut down the comments. Let's go back to this YouTube. Boom. We're going to go to that stream and see what y'all are talking about. Because I shut down the fucking chat box. I don't know where y'all are at. I got to pull it up for a second. So bear with me for a hot second. Let's see. I got to search it in YouTube. Full-time MMA. Live now. What? I still got the wrong thumbnail up. It's talking about the Joanna UFC 223 thumbnail. Hey, yo, my dad started watching UFC recently. He was like, man, yesterday I saw the Chael Sonnen versus Anderson Silva fight. That was crazy. Then I saw the bald chick knock out that other girl. Like, they were playing a bunch of replays on UFC yesterday. My dad's starting to get into fucking UFC now. It was so funny, bro. Alright, so let's pull up the chat. I got it right here somewhere. I don't know why, actually. It says live now, but that ain't giving me the chat, so I'll probably have to hit right here and go to the live dashboard since the player hating. Live streams. My bad, full-time thing, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I'm sitting here broadcasting, I be feeling like these seconds passing are killing time, and you guys are like, alright, what's next? But I realized, like, afterward, watching it back, it's like 10 seconds, and it's really not that big of a deal. But still, man, that's just the person in me. Like, I'm like if you watch me do my live predictions, you saw, like, I had to go back and recorrect the X's. Like, the little shit, man. It's just the little shit. So, hopefully, I'll be able to get this live stream up any second now and get these comments back up, which I'm sure I will. Boom. Live dashboard. Alright, we're here. Alright, where are we at? Gary Kendrick Jr. said, interview Ian Butler and see if he spoke to hoe-ass quick hits. That's a fucking great idea, Ian Butler. I haven't even seen him fight since the last time I listened to that channel, bro. But that is a great interview, bro. That is a great interview. No, if I could hear from Ian Butler, I would definitely get that interview. Kenshiro Ryu 2 said felony live streams are the best. I asked him this week when he had his 4 kids in his car if he regrets having so many kids, and he said screaming to his kids. I want none of you fucking niggas. You hear me? Oh God, bro. Kenshiro Ryu, bro. Felony's live streams are so lit. I swear to God, I'd be just checking them out, just on some lit shit. Like, it's funny. I don't even know, man. Like, half the time, I feel guilty watching it. Like, man, what's about to happen? I don't know. I don't know, man. But no, they are lit. But at the same time, it is what it is. Darren said, Ken. El Chapo said, cut the check. Haha. Hold on, Darren. Is that Darren OTFD? Yo, Darren OTFD. We're going to have to find that guy. That's my fucking dog from day one. He was helping me with the graphics and stuff, and it's been a while. I hope he's okay and shit. Clayton Funky said, yeah, full-time interviews will come. No need to fight for them. Interviews suck most of the time anyway. Most fighters aren't good. What the fuck, words? I know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I know. A lot of interviews, it's like they can't, you know, I don't know, man. It's just, it's really interesting, bro. Like, as far as the interviews, like, fighters aren't, whenever a fighter wants to break news, they're probably going to break it on the bigger shows. Other than that, you're really just going to be learning about a fighter. Like, if I was, the fighters that I've interviewed, I personally wanted to get to know, like Felony Charles Bennett. Like, he's a cool-ass person in my estimation. I would like to ask him some questions, hear stories from him. So that's a dope-ass interview. Sean O'Malley, that's a dope-ass fighter. I was a fan of him watching him on the Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series. And the fact that he commented on the fantasy fight and we had all that fun in the past, that was just a part of the story. Now the fact that he's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, I wasn't even going to get another interview with him until I wrote that fucking Sean. Bro, low-key, I thought I was going to get another interview before the Stan O'Malley song. I was like, okay, he hurt his leg. You know, he's fucked with me before. He gave me an interview before. He knows I'm a big fan. He saw the YouTube channel. He might give me another interview. And that he was completely going to leave me hanging. I texted him and emailed him, and he didn't respond at all until I wrote that song. And I sent him the song and email and said, hey, here's a song if you want to laugh. I knew he smoked weed. He might check his email at least, because I heard him on like one of his interviews said, yeah, I was going to be on, you know, they asked him about all the podcasts or something he was being on. And he said, yeah, I saw this guy emailed me, or someone emailed me. So I was like, okay, I'll just email him this song. So I emailed him that Stan O'Malley song, and I don't know if that's how he heard it or if one of his fucking friends or roommates or training partners or someone else heard that shit. But he said in the interview he wasn't going to give me another interview until that song. So I thought I was in the game. But you know what I'm saying? These interviews are kind of actually rarer than you would think. You know what I'm saying? But the Felony Charles Bennett one is different. But Sean O'Malley, I actually wanted to interview, is what I'm saying. I wasn't even going to get to. So a lot of these fighters, like, I would want to interview him, but at the same time, when it comes to the interview, I'll probably get a little bit of anxiety. Like, oh shit, okay, what do I ask? I'm fucking talking to it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you talking to like one of these UFC fighters. Like, what the fuck do you ask? I'm not Ariel Helwani. I'm not fucking Luke Thomas, bro. I'm one of you niggas talking to a UFC fighter. Like, you know, if I took a whole day to prepare, I could probably come up with some cool questions. But man, that shit's kind of crazy when I'm sitting there like, oh shit, you know, this is fucking Sean O'Malley. Like, that shit was kind of crazy. That's why the phone, he said, you know, 15 to 30 minutes was perfect, and that joint only ended up going 10 minutes. Bob Cratchit said, interviews make fighters human. They're necessary for the fans. I agree. Like, and that's the thing about Sean O'Malley, man. He's hella human. Even though, like, if you're just looking at him as a UFC fighter, it's like, oh shit, this dude's about to be a star. Boom, boom, rich, famous, yada, yada. But if you talk to him, or even if you watch his Twitch, where he's just streaming, playing the game, he's just a regular-ass person. Like, you know, just, oh yeah, you know, playing the game, do the boom, like, in his free time. Like, could you imagine, like, if you thought in your mind, what is Conor McGregor doing right now? One thing that would not crush your mind is, like, playing the Xbox or playing the PlayStation, playing Fortnite. But imagine if Sean O'Malley became that big of a star in the next 5 years. That's a very realistic possibility. He'd be playing Fortnite or some game. You know, he's got all this fame and money, but he's still more, you know, he's chilling playing Fortnite with his fucking family or his boys. That's a realistic possibility. But when you're looking at somebody as a star, you don't even think about that. Like, oh, he might be doing what I'm doing. But whenever you look at him as a person, you're like, wow, that's just a fucking person. It's crazy. Like, I've never met a famous person, but, like, just talking to Sean O'Malley, that kind of, like, gave me that feeling. Like, they're just a regular person. Like, but still, you get a little bit of anxiety, I'm not going to lie. Kenshiro Ryu said, I'm going to be at Barclays all week to UFC 223. I'm going to find sexy as Joanna JJ and get me a hug and a picture. Hey, that I ain't mad at you, Joanna. That's what I'm saying, bro. Joanna, a lot of people act like Joanna's chopped liver. I think she's about to come in and shut shit down. Joanna's back in town. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Joanna too. Joanna on J-Check, bro, and part of it, she reminds me of one of my aunts. Like, my cousin that got me into MMA, and then his brother is the one that just passed away. But my cousin, like my aunt, she reminds me a lot of Joanna on J-Check, and like that's part of the reason. Like, I, like, root for her. It's like, yo, that's, like, literally, like, my aunt and shit. And she's a badass and shit like that, too. But, no, Joanna and J-Check, man, yeah, it's going to be dope if you get a picture and a hug with Joanna at UFC 223. Hey, maybe next year I'll get one myself. Gary Kendrick Jr. said, who should Kat Zingano's old ass fight next? Low, I don't know. She just, fought Caitlin Vieira. I don't know. She could fight somebody in the top 5 still. Maybe someone in the top 10. I mean, she'll probably fight, next year? She hasn't been super active. I'd have to probably bring up the rankings reports right now to tell you that. And I don't plan on being here long enough for that. Darren said 3,000 felony is going to be rich as fuck. 3,000 felony is going to be rich as fuck. I don't know if you're saying in the year 3,000. Felony could be rich as fuck, bro. Felony is an entertaining personality, and that's really, to me, in my opinion, a lot of this world is entertainment. If you can be entertaining, you can make a living. Felony is very entertaining, or whatever that's worth. Now, as far as sponsors are concerned, I mean, shit might get a little too controversial there, but still, my dude Felony is very fucking entertaining, and he could be, as far as at least being able to pay his rent off of being entertaining, definitely got that on lock. Kenshiro Ryu said, yeah, his rent's only $550. Yeah, $550, I'm telling you. He should at least be making $550 a month off of YouTube, where he will be soon, I think. So, I don't know if he's going to be rich. I don't know about any of that other shit, but hopefully my homie Felony Charles Bennett will 100% be paying his rent off of YouTube within the next year. And that should be just possible with him just live streaming his daily life. That's 100% possible. 100%. Darren said 6 months. Are you paying? I'm not sure what you're talking about. 6 months. I don't know about me paying no monthly. I don't know what you mean by that. Kenshiro Ryu said, nah, I told him I only send him $15. Alright, I'm about to get off here soon, yo. Bob Cratcher said, I knocked Lynn Swan over in the PGH International Airport when I was running late for a flight, and he was cool about it. I'm not exactly sure who Lynn Swan is, but I'm glad he was cool about it. I'm going to visit the massage places all week, said Kenshiro Ryu. Hey, man, I ain't mad at you, man. Maybe in fucking 10 years, when I got some motherfucking money, I'm going to be right beside you, Kenshiro Ryu. We going to be in the massage motherfucking parlors, and we're going to be watching Joanna at First Rose 5 or some crazy shit, bro. I'm going to get in a chiropractor and all that shit that motherfucking rich people get, bro. MMA from the Heartland said, hey, man, on the real, does Felony smoke crack? I don't know, bro. In my opinion, no. I don't think he smokes crack. I've known a lot of crack smokers, and they look a lot worse. They're in a lot worse shape, but at the same time, financially, they're in about the same position. So I don't think he smokes crack. It really seems more like weed, but at the same time, he confuses me just like he confuses you. He always talks about smoking crack. So I'm like, oh, so you really do smoke crack? Then he's like, but if you really think I smoke crack, then you don't fuck with me. And I'm like, well, I really fuck with you, so that means you don't smoke crack, right? I'm safe. You don't smoke crack. Then he's like, man, this crack's so expensive. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I don't think he smokes crack, but he might. But with that being said, Kenshiro Ryu, Darren said, cut the check full time and buy a new Patty's t-shirt. I don't even, bro, I'm not buying no t-shirts, nigga. This is an old shirt. Nick, bro, I'm wearing old shit. I'm wearing old hats. I got old curtains. I got old pictures. I got an old house, nigga. I got an old fucking bank account. I'm not going to get nothing new for the next couple of years until some shit starts shaking. As of right now, just off YouTube money, yeah, it's going to help me pay my rent and my bills, but we're not going to be upgrading shit unless some people help out, which I don't ask for. So I'm just going to keep rocking in my bummy ass shit until something happens. And, you know, the YouTube subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Something happens. But as far as I'm concerned, nigga, I'm going to be in my next year, I'm going to be in this same St. Patty's motherfucking shirt, same St. Patty's motherfucking hat, unless something changes. So with that being said, I do appreciate you coming through and hanging out for the stream. Fucking let the full-time fan know what you time at in the comments. I'm about to shut it down. Probably go play a couple games of Fortnite or something, possibly with if my brother and my homies are online. If not, I might just lay it down, watch something, bada bang. Who knows, man? But thanks for coming through and chilling. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And Darren said, MMA from the Heartland, do you want to buy crazy crack? I don't know, but I'll take some. I'm out. I'm out.